what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Yeah, buddy, that's right. Get exposure right now. Holler at the homie Paul Match, man, for Paul Match TV. Hit up Paul Match TV across all social media sites, alright? Who we got next? Got next.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time once again. Well, thank you for joining us. We've got a lot of great feedback lately, and we appreciate that. If you'd like to leave feedback yourself, all you have to do is, well, first of all, just subscribe and hit the bell here on YouTube, and you'll always get the latest interviews whenever they become available. And feel free to use the comment section, and check out the comment section as well, because we're going to have links to our t-shirts and caps and things, so I know you want to take advantage of that. And check us out every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. on the Roku channel, Grind City TV Network. And if you don't have Roku, check us out online at grindcity.biz, B-I-Z. There's an online player. You can check us out there, and be sure to download the Grind City app on the Google Play. And if you want to check us out on Facebook, just go to facebook.com/PaulMashTV. And we have all of our interviews right there, so feel free to comment on them, send me an inbox, and obviously like the page. If you want to email us, it's paulmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And remember, it's not just for fans. If you're a band or solo artist as well, we'd love to hear from you there. And we have an official website as well, and we'll recap all of that for you at the closing credits at the end of the show. So stay tuned for that. Right now, in just a moment or two, we're going to have an interview with V. Marie from Brockton, Massachusetts. And again, she's very good, and I think you'll agree with that. And we'll get to that in just a second, but here's a quick word from ClickJam. Don't go away.
We got history, got me feeling the nostalgia when you look at me, thinking about what could.
Okay, everybody, it's interview time as promised, and from Brockton, Massachusetts, we have V. Marie. Thanks for joining us, V.
Thank you for having me, Paul.
Yeah, no problem. We're glad that you have you here today. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you decided it was, you wanted to do a career in the artist industry? I mean, everybody's got their own story, so let's hear yours.
Well, I started out as a musician when I was 6 years old. My past was pretty tumultuous, so the church was a staple in my life at the time, and they put an instrument in my hands and taught me how to read music. So that's where I got my love for music from. I started writing lyrics to composed music because I had been taking music theory since I was 6. And so started composing music in high school. And then I started taking poetry classes to help with the writing because I really wanted to be a more effective artist.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good story. And like I said, I'm glad you're the artist you are today. So hope things continue to do well for you. Why don't we talk about some of your mainstream influences, that some of the artists that you grew up with that helped you in your songwriting?
When I was growing up, I was in a lot of gospel choirs and a lot of large choirs. So the ability, like if you listen to my music, a lot of it has a lot of moving parts and a lot of harmonies, and that's a lot of the heavy choir influence that I have. So, staple singers like the Whitney Houstons and the Mariah Careys, and, when I got a little bit older, it was the Alicia Keys and the Lauryn Hills, and, as music has evolved, so has singers, and so has the way that people write. So those were, a lot of the heavier influences in my music. I get compared to Eve when I rap a lot because she's a major artist that I really vibed with when I was growing up. I liked her vocals. I liked how she wrote. I liked her swag. I liked her story. Everything about her was what you would, as an artist coming up in the industry, you look up to people like that. And she worked hard, she grinded, and that has to, that you have to give credit for that.
Yeah, yeah, and like you mentioned Whitney Houston, I think. And, yeah, she was one of a kind, and I can understand why you picked her
Hmm.
as an influence. So, why
Yeah.
don't you tell everybody about how you can get your music? I mean, I'm sure it's all streaming, but if you have any physical copies, you can let us know that as well. So,
I do not have, I mean, I press up physical copies for people, but everything is online. You want to find me, VeannaMarie.com, VeannaMarie.com. And then every major social media site, every streaming site, Vianna Marie. It's everywhere. YouTube, Google Play, Amazon, Spotify, iTunes. I went through DistroKid to distribute my music, and they are doing a great job at getting it to as many places and as many outlets as possible. So I'm really happy with that service right now.
okay, well, everybody go out there and get V Marie's music. I'm sure she'd appreciate that. And
I would. I would.
and speaking of your music, we have this music video coming up for you momentarily. Why don't you tell us the name of it and if there's a story behind it? I'm sure it's self-explanatory, but let's hear your own words.
Well, the name of the track is called No Justice, No Peace. It actually was originally written, this is the second time it's been released. It was originally written in 2016 after Philandro Castile was murdered by the police on film by his girlfriend and in front of their daughter. And that situation shook me to the core because around the same time where I was living in Mobile, there was a lot of gun violence happening. And it was just a lot of police brutality issues. And it just goes to show you that when you continue to ignore a problem, it's not getting any better. Nothing has changed. So there was no need for me, I feel like, to write a new song because they haven't even, you know what I mean? They haven't even fixed anything from the last time I had to write a track when I was this outraged. So we re-released it to the public. I didn't really push it the last time because I didn't want to force anything on people. You know what I mean? If you were down for that and if you support Black Lives Matter, then click on it, share it. But I push it every once in a while. But ever since this other stuff started happening, it's frequently I'm trying to share it and to bring awareness because it needs to be said. That's
Okay.
basically where, and I'm not the only artist on it. I wrote the hook, and then I had a friend of mine from Michigan, said Santiago, he's doing the verses. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
Okay, and as I said, we'll get to that in just a minute. It is a pretty good song, and I think you'll agree. And before we get into that, we just want to let you know, I think that's all we really need for now, V. Marie, and want to thank you for coming on the show. We'd love to have you back sometime if you got anything to plug for us.
Oh, I will definitely. I'll come back anytime.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and play that No Justice, No Peace right here on Paul Mash TV. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
It's shoulder to shoulder here on Beacon Street in front of the State House. This is a peaceful protest. It has been since it started. This iteration of it started about an hour ago. Right now, people are chanting, "I can't breathe," echoing the words of George Floyd. They are calling for justice not only in this case, but in so many others where police brutality has resulted in death. What you see here is solidarity. People of all different races, all different backgrounds, all different ages. They all have the same objective.
This
Shout out
is
Vienna
the
Marie.
Legion.
Yo. 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 Space cop car. I'ma love my right leg to the cop dog. Wanna apprehend me, I'm letting shots off. Lord man, killing niggas, I don't trust y'all. Real rap, young boy stretched out in the street. Just another child murdered by the police. Put him on trial and they getting on cheap. Took a nigga life, ain't lose no sleep. But it's justice, the Minnesota incident, what you call that? The girl had it on film, that was all facts. Seem like you motherfuckers killing all blacks. Get the holler martial law when we ball back. Justice for Trey, justice for Cam. Moment of silence. I feel like the police increasing the violence. They dirty and put it the reasons we follow.
No peace, no racist police. Hands up, don't shoot. Why we're still telling you. So if all lives matter, I'm saying to you. And if you care about my life, you'll understand it too. Your privilege prevents the truth from your view. So trust me when I'm screaming from the top of my lungs. Lives matter too, black lives matter too. Lives matter too, black lives matter too. Lives matter too, black lives matter too. Lives matter too, black lives matter too.
3 hots in a cot, that's all you really got once you fall up in them blocks. Yeah, they'll sit you in that bitch, say you rock. They gave my nigga 30 years for a rock. Dirty cop playing guns in the whip, playing game trying to get you hung from a cliff. Court system force time when a nigga take 20, yo, we give you 99 for the good stuff. More time than my grandmother lived. When you own that blue bird, boy, shit real. Crook cops, crooked laws, trial date witnesses say it wasn't him, still lost. Cause he black, caught up in the criminal act. Evidence, all assumptions, no facts. Where they do that at? Gotta file 4 appeals trying to give it
No
back. So we
justice,
protest.
no peace, no racist